The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
The David Pakman Show is mostly funded by individual memberships like yours, the one you could have. Go to davidpakman.com/membership, sign up today. Plenty of member benefits, including the bonus show, now in audio and video. Alan Northrop was playing pool in 1993 when his life changed forever. He was lining up a bank shot when he felt something on his wrist, and it was a handcuff. He was arrested for rape and kidnapping of a housekeeper. He instantly said, "No, you've got the wrong guy." He spent 17 years in jail, prison, for a rape he did not commit, and he has now been exonerated, Lewis. The downside is he has received no compensation for time and money lost. This is incredible. This is a state-by-state thing. In Washington State, you do not receive compensation in many cases, in this case, for wrongful imprisonment. And prosecutors were constantly denying the request for more advanced DNA testing, and it turned out that he actually was not the guy who did it. So this brings up a question we were talking about on the show, or on the bonus show yesterday, about what is the value of a individual life? What is the value of 1 year lost? And I actually found a number of different information about this, Lewis. When it comes to wrongful imprisonment, some states pay $50,000 per year. Texas and Vermont pay more. A lot pay less. Wisconsin pays $5,000 a year. Missouri pays $50 per day of wrongful imprisonment. New Hampshire sets the award cap at $20,000. Others set it to a max of $500,000 or $1 million. And this is a real question, because we have to talk about valuing a life in a lot of different cases, right? I mean, when it comes to insurance and a lot of other considerations, because it is a for-profit system in many cases, we have to think about what is the value of a life. $50,000 per year of quality life is the international standard that most private and government-run health insurance plans use to determine whether or not covering a new medical procedure is worth it, right? How many years is it expected to add? $129,000 per year of quality life is the amount based on the analysis of kidney dialysis procedures by Stanford Graduate School of Business. The EPA sets a life value at $6.9 million. The FDA is $7.9 million. The Transportation Department is $6 million. The median value for a prime-aged worker is $7 million. So there are a lot of questions here, Lewis, and really there's a lot to think about. What is incredible to me is receiving no compensation for 17 years of your life that you lost, and presumably years you would have been doing a lot. Key years, I think, is fair to say.
Yeah, crazy story. There are lots of stories like it, and there are so many different things you could talk about with regard to this story, starting with, wrongful convictions and DNA evidence and the tactics used by
prosecutors and
prosecutors
investigators
and police officers to get confessions. It just goes on and on.
It does. I mean, what's your thought on this, Natan? Is there any way where we can make the argument that it is fair to be not at all compensated for wrongful imprisonment?
Well, no. I mean, you were prosecuted by the state. They made a mistake. It cost you, in this case, almost 2 decades in prison.
Here's the question. Did the state make the mistake, or did the jury make the mistake?
Well, it was the state that was... That's a good question. I think certainly it probably rests with both, but you can't fault the jury because they're only going on what the prosecution presents to them.
Okay. If the prosecution is better...
I would say regardless, the state is responsible for compensating someone who's been wrongfully convicted.
No, certainly it wouldn't be the jurors.
Yeah.
Send me your thoughts on this story. davidpakman.com. Contact us.